Hey, what is up guys, Phoenix here, and welcome back to another part of the dabbing Squidward pixel art tutorial. So where we last left off, we kind of have the dabbing arm going strong at the top right, and we also had something going on the left over there, so we're going to kind of bring them together now and finish up detail parts we may have missed. So let's go to the top right corner to start, and where we had the 3 flat right here with the dirt placed on top of it, we're going to start going down to the left from it. So let's start by going down to the left, 2 flat, just like that. And that's going to set the pattern for going down the rest of the arm and bringing it back towards the face. From the 2 flat now, we're going to go down to left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to left 8 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's going to go like this for a bit before it kind of starts going vertical. And then we will start doing maybe some of the detail for the inner part of it. So we're going to down to left 6 flat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to left 4 flat and then 2 flat, so placement block 1, 2, 3, 4, placement block 1, 2, and then we're gonna go down to left 5 singles now, 1, 2, just to make a quick cut, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and from that 5th one we're gonna go down to left 2 vertical twice in a row, like this. And by doing that, you can see the tentacle does look a little bit more hand-like. And then we're going to go down to left 2 flat. Down to left 2 single. 1, 2. Down to left 2 flat again. Down to left 1 single. Down to left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block 1, 2. Down to the left, and this is going to be a bunch of 1s and 2s for the record, guys. So for some of you guys, because like for example over here we had 2 flat about 18 times. If some of you guys are just like, it's just 1s and 2s, it's going to be a bunch of them. All right, it's going to be a lot of them. Just hang on. But anyways, we're going to go down to left 1 single, 2 flat, and we're going to do that 3 times in a row. So 1 single, then 2 flat, just like that, and we're gonna do that 3 times. So this is 1, that's 2, and finally 1 single, and then 2 flat, that's 3. Now after you have that, we're gonna go down to left 2 flat a second time, and we're almost at the shoulder, so we'll stop soon. Down to left 2 singles now, and then down to left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. Now from that 2 flat 2 times in a row, we're going to go to the second one, and on the right block in it, we're going to go down into the right 2 flat, and then down to the right 2 vertical, and then down to the left 1 single. Perfect. So that's where the tentacle starts to cut into his other arm. Now, instead of the right block now, we can go to the left block and go up into the left 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up into left 3 flat 2 times in a row. Placement block 1, 2, 3. Placement block 1, 2, 3. From the first block in that second 3 flat, so this one right here, we're going to put 2 pieces of coal on top. Then the final block in that 3 flat, we're going to go up into the left 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see now we have 2 splits. One is going to go up into his face, so this is where this goes up into. The other is going to continue his arm, and I want to kind of finish up the arm over there, so we're going to bring that down. So from the 6 flat, we're going to start going down into the left now. So kind of change where you're putting your placement blocks, and you should be fine. We're going to go down to left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down to left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down to left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Down to left 2 flat. Down to left 4 single now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to left 2 flat again. And now, before we start going a little bit more crazy with our singles, I wanted to set it up so that it's going to go a bunch of singles in a row, because I don't really know how many singles it is, but let's go all the way back down to the left side right here. And we're going to bring that up a little bit by going up into the right, 3 vertical, placement 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 vertical, and we're going to do that 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2. So you should have something that looks like this. We have the 3, 2, and then 2. Now from that second 2, on the top block, what we're going to do is to the left of it, we're going to put 3. And to the right of it, we're going to put 1. You can mark both the sides. What we're going to do with the right of it, though, is we're going to go up and to the right. I mean, not up and to the right. We're going to put 1 extra single on top, like this. And then we're going to go up and to the right. I think it's about 15 singles. We just needed to keep going up and to the right, and it should connect to what we had over there. That's why I wanted to set it up. I don't really know how many singles it is, but we'll do the counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, not 15, it's 18. There we go. 18 singles, and as you can see, it touches perfectly. And now the dabbing arm looks pretty much finished with the left and the right. We just need to do the face now. And the face will start on the left side over there and on the right side up there. And it's a pretty wide face, so we're going to start with the left side and just bring that up. So on the left side where we have this 3 flat, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single, up and to the left 8 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and to the right 2 vertical, 2 times in a row, 1, 2, 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 singles, up and to the right 2 flat. And from that 2 flat, on the right block, we're going to go down into the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can mark that. And on the left block, we're going to continue by going up and to the left 2 flat. We're then going to go up and to the left 2 singles, up and to the left 2 vertical. From the 2 vertical, we're now going to go up and to the left 2 single, 1, 2. Up and to the left 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the bottom block in that 4 vertical, we're going to actually add 9 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be 10 in total. Now going back to where we had the 4 vertical right here, if we want to continue for the eyeball later, we can do that by going up from there. But I'm going to just mark it. We're not going to do that now. We're going to go to the 10 flat we just created and start shaping the rest of the head. So let's go up and to the left 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. And looks like we're going to have to move the cameraman a little bit back because I don't think he can fit the entire head in the frame. So we're just going to move him back a little bit, and this should be better now. From the 2 flat, we're going to up and to the left, 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're then going to start going vertical now, so we're going to up and to the left 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. So put your placement block, 1, 2, 3. Placement block again, 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to up and to left 4 vertical, and we're almost to the farthest point right of the build, so that should be fine. So we're going to up and to left 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in your inventory, you also want to have a set of light blue terracotta or something of the sort for the liver spots on Squidward. So when you have the 4 vertical right here, we're going to go to the second block from the bottom, and we're actually going to put 2 placement blocks to the right, and we're going to take the light blue terracotta and then put 2 after that, just like this. And we're going to do 2 more rows on top of this of 2 flat, so 1 row, 2 row. And on the right side, we're going to just do 1 extra on top, and that's 1 spot. And we'll just do the spots as we see fit as we continue up the head. So continuing back to the 4 vertical now, we're going to go up and to the left 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up and to the right 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the bottom block in the 4 vertical, we're going to add 4 placement to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a light blue terracotta. And from that light blue terracotta, you're going to put 1 to the right of it and 1 below it, like so. We're then going to continue another row of doubled up on top, so 1, 2. And then just to finish this, on this new row we created, we're going to go to the right side of it, and we're going to put one on top, one to the top right, and one to the right of it. Just like this. Now we can move back to the 4 vertical now. And we're going to continue going up and to the right until we reach the top of Squidward's head. So we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical, 3 times in a row. So placement block on the right side, 1, 2, that's 1, 1, 2, that's 2, and 1, 2, that's 3. We're then going to go up and to the right 9 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And from there, we're going to find the first 2 blocks in the 9 singles, so these 2 right here. And we're going to switch to our terracotta again. In the first one, we're going to add 2 to the right. And in the second one, we're going to add 1 to the right. Perfect. Now, from the second one where we added 1 to the right, we're actually going to go to our grass blocks again, or our placement blocks, and we're going to add 5 to the right from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to put 3 terracotta after that. From those 3 terracotta, we're going to go to the 2 on the right and add an extra 1 above each of those. And then an extra 3rd block floating to the right. Now from that new row, we're going to go to the 2 on the right side, so this middle one and the right one, and get 1 above each of those. And that's it for that spot. Now continuing after the 9 single, so let's go back up. We're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, so placement block 1, 2, up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 2 flat again, up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 2 flat 2 times in a row, 1, 2, 1, 2, up and to the right 3 flat, up and to the right 2 flat again. And actually we did miss a spot where we could actually include another spot of Squidward's liver thing. So after the 9 singles where we had the 2, 1, 2 right here, so let me mark them for you. So we had the 9 singles in a row, then we go 2, 1, 2, whoops. Yep, 2, 1, 2. On the second set of 2 flat, what you can do is to the right of the bottom, to the right of the second block, so this one on the right side, we put a terracotta to the right there. And from that terracotta block, all you're going to do is put 1 below and 1 to the right. And working with that below block, we're going to add extra to the left. And working to that right block, we're going to put an extra to the top. That's it for that spot. Now we can resume where we left off. We continued up the scaling where we had 2, 2, 3, 2. And actually, what you can do is make sure you're in the right spot, by the way. You see how we have 2 flat, 2 flat, 3 flat, then 2 flat. On this final 2 flat that we just left off at, we can go to the left block in it and put 6 placement blocks underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Follow that up with another terracotta block. And all we're going to do from here is put another one below it. And to the left of these 2, we're going to put 1 more. To the right of these 2, we're going to put 1 more. And then to the right of the top row, we're going to put an extra 1. So it's 4 on top, 3 on bottom. Perfect. Now we can resume with the shape. So going to this 2 flat right here, we're going to go up and to the right 3 flat now. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that first block in the 4 flat, we're going to put a placement block underneath it. Then we're going to put 2 terracotta below that. And from those 2 terracotta, we're going to put an extra row of 2 to the right of it. So row of 1 and row of 2. Easy. Now we're going to go up and to the right 14 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're going to start curving that back down as well. But before we do that, we're going to find the 4th block from the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to put 1 placement block underneath it. Then 2 terracotta below that. And from the 2 terracotta, we're going to find the bottom block and put 1 to the right. Now in the 14 flat, we're going to go down to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and to the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down and to the right 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going down to the right 2 vertical 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right 11 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And before we continue, we're actually missing, I guess, one more spot in the liver spots. That's kind of the last one too. So I'm going to just get it out of the way right now. It's a little bit farther back up towards the top, where we had the 4 and then the 2, 2 as we were heading down. Let's go to the final block in the 4 flat. And underneath it, we're going to put 7 pieces of placement block going underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we'll switch over to our terracotta and put 2 below it. And then to the left of these 2, we're going to put 1. There we go. That's the final piece of his little liver spots, and we're actually done with that. So all we have to do is the forehead lines, the eyeballs, and then the little pads on his fingers, and we should be done with the build. So that's pretty awesome. So let's continue with the 11 vertical now and bring it down. We're going to start going to the left side now, so put your placement blocks on the left side as we go 3 vertical. Down to left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Down to left 1 single. Down to left 2 vertical. Down and to left, actually, let me see, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. Then we'll go down to left 1 single again. Down to left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, placement block, 1, 2. Down and to the right 2 vertical. Down and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. And then to finish this, we're going to go down to the right 2 singles. And now once we do that, we're actually done. You can see the head is met up with the arms. So all we have to do is finish the eyeballs and the little pads and stuff, and we'll be done with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way from the bottom to the top. So we'll do the pads first before we move on to the eyes and stuff, just so that we can have, once we're done with the top of the head, we'll be done with everything. So moving on to the pads, we're going to actually stick with the light blue terracotta for this part, and we're going to go to this part I'm swinging at where his first arm on the left here is. And we're going to go to the 2 flat we have at the top of his wrist, kind of right here. And we're going to go up and to the right from there. 2 singles with the light blue terracotta. We're then going to go up and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 3 flat. Down and to the right 3 flat. So we're going to get a little wave pattern going. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're almost at the corner. All we're going to do is go up 4, then down 3. So up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down to the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So that separates his skin from the pads on his hands. But we need to do the outlines of the little circles with the blocks of coal. So we're going to go below this now. And you see the 2 flat that's right after what we just started with the terracotta. So this part right here. We're going to go up and to the right 3 flat from there. 1, 2, 3. And then down to right 1 single. And that's circle number 1 on his pads. For pad number 2, we're going to go to the 3 flat we have in the terracotta right here. The dipping 3 flat, not the top one, the bottom one. And in the bottom right corner, we're going to go down and to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to the left and right side of the 5 flat, we're going to go down to the left on the left side and down and to the right on the right side. 2 vertical. So we'll do this on the left side. And on the right side, we'll do this. And then we'll bridge them with the same 5 flat, except we're going to go down and to the right in the middle, kind of. So, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's pad number 2. Now for pad number 3, it's actually right close to what we just built. You see, we're going to shift over to this 3 flat right here, and the middle block in the 3 flat is going to get 1 above it. And you can see it's like only 2 blocks away from what we just finished, so you can kind of find where we're working at. Then we're going to go up and to the right 1 single, and then up and to the right 2 flat. And that's it for the pads on the left hand. Now we can rotate to the right hand and finish those pads up before we move on to the nose and the eyes, and we will be done with the builds. So let's go all the way up to the right hand where we have the 10 flat on the bottom right here. And from the 10 flat, we're going to count 5 blocks over on the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on that 5th block, we're going to go to our terracotta and put 2 going up. We're then going to go up and to the right 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 3 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 2 flat again. Up and to the right 1 single. And then we're going to do the 2 flat 1 single again. So we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat into 1 single. Just like that. And if you need to see what I'm talking about, see it's the same pattern twice in a row. And all we're going to do to finish here is go up and to the right 3 flat. And that finishes the outline of it. Now we got to do the pads again. So we're switching back to our coal and going below the line. So first off, in the 10 flat again, we're going to go to the final block and put 2 above it for the first pad. Then up and to the right 2 flat. And you can see this little tiny 2 spots right here is going to be where the first pad is. For second pad, we're going to shift up from the 3 to the 2 to the 1 right here, this 1 single. And we're going to go up and to the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And on the final block in the 3 flat, we're just going to put 1 underneath it, and that's pad number 2. And now for pad number 3, we're going to go all the way up to the singles over here. On the last single right here, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single, like so. And then we're going to go up and to the right 3 more, and that's going to be it. So 1, 2, 3. And that's it for the pad. So now both his hands are done. We can actually move on to the face. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be quite a little bit of time spent on it though, but it shouldn't be too hard. So going to the face part where we have this 4 flat over here that we marked and never finished, we're going to go to the right side of it and put an extra 1 there. And from the extra 1 we placed, we're going to put 3 below it. 1, 2, 3. And above it, we're actually going to put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's work with the below parts first. From the below parts, we're going to go down to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And it should touch the arm at the diagonal, which is fine. All we're going to do is go to the middle block in that 3 vertical and put 2 to the left. And then we're going to go down to the left 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's his mouth. And now we're done. Whoops, my controller turned itself off. That's lovely. Because I plugged the charger into my main controller now, so the second controller now has to be watched. But now we're done with that part, so we're going to work our way to the top of that 4 we just placed. And on the top part, we're going to go up and to the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 1 single again. And from that single, the second one we placed, we can go up and to the left from it or down and to the right to continue the eyes. I'm going to go down and to the right to continue. 2 flat. Down and to the right 2 flat again. Down and to the right 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from the 6 flat, we're going to find the 4th block. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left side. And we're going to put 2 underneath it. And then we're going to go down to the right 1 single. And that's it for the nose. Perfect, actually. Now we need to finish the eyes. So this is kind of the difficult part. So we're going to start from the 2 flat we have hanging over here and bring it all the way back around. We're going to up and to the right 3 singles. Up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up and to the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left 3 vertical. Up and to the left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up and to the left 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to start flattening it out. So we're going to up and to the left 2 flat. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the highest point in the eye, so we're going to actually start bringing it back down. So we're going to go down to the left 2 flat. Except from the 2 flat, we can actually get a little spot to start the eyebrows from. So we're going to go to the right block in this 2 flat right here. And we're going to put 4 placement blocks on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 piece of coal. And that's where we can start the eyebrows later. We're not going to start them yet. We're going to finish the eyes and then we'll get to the eyebrows. So just remember this 1 block right here. From the 2 flat, we're going to go down to left 2 singles. Down to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from the second to last block in the 9 vertical, so this one right here, we're going to put 2 to the left. But from the bottom block, we're going to continue by going down to the right 1 single. Down to the right 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down to the right 1 single. Down to the right 2 vertical. And then finally down to the right 1 single again. That's the right eye finished. Now if we wanted to color it, we can go to the 6 flat right here we have at the bottom of the eye. We can find the second block from the left and put 2 placement blocks on top. So you can watch the right hand camera screen to see where I'm at. Then we would switch to our red wool, or we can just use red concrete. I don't know. I'll use red wool for now. I mean red concrete for now. And we're going to put 1 red concrete on top, and then 2 to the right. And actually, is this correct? Let me make sure. This actually isn't correct, my bad. We're going to put 3 pieces of grass block. Then on top of the grass block, we're going to put 1 red concrete, and then 2 to the right of it, like this. And from the right block in those 3, we're going to put 2 on top of it. So it looks like this now. Nothing at a diagonal yet. Now from the first block we placed, we're going to go up and to left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Up and to left 2 vertical 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 flat. Down to the right 2 vertical 2 times in a row. And then down to the right 3 single. And that's eye number 1. For eye number 2, actually, let's just shape the circle first out. So where we have the 2 flat we left over here, we can go up and to the left from it, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the left 2 flat, so place some block underneath. 1, 2. Down to the left 1 single. And then to finish the shape, we're just going to go down and to the left until we meet this 3 vertical at a diagonal. And I think it's about 7 or 8 vertical. So let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertical. Yep. And that's the second circle. Now we can switch back to our red concrete. And going to the right side of the eye right here, where we started going up into the left side, where it kind of connects to the nose, we're going to go to this first block in the 5 vertical right here. And put 1 to the left of it. We're then going to go up and to left 5 more singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to left 2 vertical. Up and to left 2 flat. down and to left 2 vertical, down and to the right 1 single, down and to the right 2 vertical again. And then to finish this shape up, we're going to go down and to the right 4 singles, so count it carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to touch the wall, we're just going to go down to the right 2 flat. And that's the final eye. So now for the eyebrow part of the build, which is going to be the final part before we go and talk about colors, let's fly back up to where we left those coal blocks above the eye. And all we're going to do from there is we're going to put 2 to the left of the first block we placed. And on the right side of it, we're going to go up and to the right 4 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the right side. Left side, we're going to go down to the left 3 flat. Down to left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Down to left 1 single. Down to left 2 flat. Down to left 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then down to left 2 vertical 3 times in a row. So 2 vertical just like this. That's 1. Put your placement. That's 2. Get your placement underneath. And that's 3. Now he does have 3 different eyebrow lines, or whatever they're called. So we're going to go do the next one now. Starting from the 3 flat we had up here, we're going to go to the lowest one. So this is the lower 3 flat. It's in between a 2 and a 3 again. We're going to go to the middle block in it and actually add 5 placement blocks on top of the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to follow that up with a coal. And you can delete the placement blocks. From that coal, we're going to put 4 placement, not 4 placement, 4 coals to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to go down and left 3 flat. And from the final block in that 3 flat, before we continue going down with it, we can actually go and add 5 placement blocks on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And follow that up with a coal again. Now continuing from the 3 flat, we're going to go down and left 2 flat. Down to left 2 singles. Down to left 2 flat. Down to left 2 singles. Then we're going to go down to left 2 vertical, 1 single, then 2 vertical again. So that's the 2 vertical. Here's the 1 single, and then 2 vertical again. That's it for the middle line. Now for the final line where we have the 1 coal waiting, we're going to put 1 to the left of it. We're then going to go down to the left 2 flat 3 times in a row. So placement 1, 2, that's 1. Placement 1, 2, that's 2. Placement 1, 2, that's 3. We're then going to go down to left 3 singles. So 1, 2, 3. Down to left 2 vertical. And then 1 single again. Now once you have that, you are finished with the Squidward build. If you want to finish, watch how the build's done, you can look at the thumbnail. Other than that, I will go over the colors in a quick second. So hopefully I'll see you guys in a quick jump cut. So we're back with the finished build, and you're only going to actually need about 5 different colors, so that's pretty amazing. It's a pretty simple build. So starting from the bottom, now we're here. We're going to use cyan concrete, and you can see there's 4 different sections for his legs, and then the lower part of his torso. But then the crotch area right here, which is about 2x4, or 2x3, sorry, is going to be empty. Then moving up to the shirt, we're going to have yellow terracotta. And my bad, I forgot to name all the colors. We have cyan concrete, red concrete, light blue terracotta, yellow terracotta, and sandstone. But anyways, for the shirt, we're going to switch to yellow terracotta and fill this entire thing in. Up to the collar there too, the collar gets filled in. And then the lower part of his elbow right here is actually some t-shirt too, which gets filled in. But remember to leave this part, which is the crick between his neck and the dab, is empty as well. And then you're actually done with that color completely once you colored that all in. Switching to cyan concrete, you can do the lower half of his nose right here. Then the other part of his nose comes across after his arm. And pretty much everything above the little patch on his tentacles are going to be like cyan concrete as well. Below it is all going to be light blue terracotta on both his pads. You can see up here in the top right corner. we kind of already lined out where the light blue terracotta goes. Everything above that is going to be cyan concrete. Even on the face, we already did the liver spots or whatever you want to call them, so you can put everything else cyan as well. The only spots you want to stop and make sure you're coloring correctly are when you hit the eyeballs. We're going to be using sandstone for the out part of it and red concrete for the inner parts. And once you have that, you should be done with your dabbing Squidward to show off to your friends. I had a lot of fun building this. Hopefully you guys did too. I will catch you guys in the next tutorial, or you guys can leave recommendations in the comment section. As always, I'm trying to think of other things to say, but you guys do recommend some realistic builds. Try to keep them kind of cartoony or even modern to trendy before I try and take your recommendations. I like to do something trending just so that people will actually know what they're building when I do them. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later.